Welcome everybody. It's so great to see you all. And wow, an exciting moment. We're here from, I think, 4 or 5 continents, which is totally great and amazing. And I'm happy and honored to welcome you here today. My name is Sarah, for those who don't know me. And I am the CEO of News Navigation. And today, we are honored and excited to open a new chapter, which is bringing together the depth of the news programs with the forward-looking intelligence of Aviad Goz AI Coach. So what is news navigation actually? This is much more than a methodology. It is a compass for individuals, teams, and organizations to navigate change, find direction, and unlock authentic greatness. Our mission statement in news is to help people, leaders, teams, and organizations navigate not just an internal or external change, but internal journey. So every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth. To do this, we are using one compass, of which you will hear much more later from the creator himself, Aviad Goz, 12 award-winning solutions, which are facilitated and delivered in over 45 countries. Throughout the years, we have certified and licensed more than 1,000 coaches, facilitators, and trainers, and in their own unique way, they touched over 1 million individuals. Today, as we step into a new territory of combining news navigations with the intelligent power of Aviad Goz AI Coach, few people embody the vision of turning innovation into impact quite like Mark Gazit. Mark is a pioneer in technology, a leader in transformation, and a true partner in our journey. He knows how to ask the right questions, open new possibilities, and turn strategy into action. He is the founder and CEO of Marga, who created Aviad Goz AI Coach. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to welcome Mark Gazit.
Hi, everybody, and thank you very much, Sarah and Aviad, for hosting me. It's a great pleasure to see you all coming from so many countries. So, as Sarah said, I was privileged throughout my career to build companies that took technology that people believe will not work, and then when it did work, it changed the world, such as internet. I built the first internet service provider, among the first internet service providers in the Middle East, and the first voice over IP company that went public. But I think now it's the biggest thing I've ever done in my life, which is building the first company that can really allow everybody in the world to access to the greatest minds that exist today. Some of you worked with Aviad. I had a pleasure to work with him. So we never do something that I try not to do something that I do not believe. But if I would ask many of you, how would you like to have Aviad always on your side? Every time you have a challenge, and every time you have a navigation, would you like to speak with Aviad? I guess all of you will say yes. I will say yes, absolutely. So we built a company called Marga AI, and we represent the greatest minds in the world. I will throw a few names just so you know, and of course, we're growing. So if somebody is looking for a purpose, Tim Kelly, who built the True Purpose Institute and wrote a book, True Purpose, is one of our greatest minds. Ichak Adidjes, for those of you who's coming, especially from Latin America, is very well known. Or Professor Tal Ben-Shahar, who is a Harvard professor for happiness. But I have to say that there is something very unique about news methodology in Aviad. And, and we'll have time for questions, but building AI replication of a real person is a very difficult task. It's not ChatGPT. It's not giving answers. It's having a conversation with you. It's empowering you. And in order to create it, you have to have somebody that is very well trained and immersed in creating leaders around him. And I think that when we started to work with news, we found something really unique. And Sarah already mentioned that this is an organization that spans over 45 countries. And what's beautiful about Aviad Goz is that he saw the future, I think 20 years ago, and he understood that he's only one person. And no matter how large will be the organization, he cannot count on himself only to bring this amazing change in the world, to allow everybody to use the news navigation compass that I use, let my children use it, and I let my leaders and my organizations use it. So what he did, he created the structure that allowed him to coach over prepare or train over 1,000 coaches all around the world, and let them know how to work with one compass, 4 directions, you will hear more about it, many programs, tens of tools, and to make it in a way that this real life proven methodology will work time and time and time. And also, I think what's beautiful about the news navigation organization, he built a beautiful headquarter with great leaders that support the brand and made our work much easier. So what we've done is we basically recreated Aviad Goz, and we'll tell you more about it. And when I say recreated, it's extension of him. It's constantly training. It's currently his best student. And there is one small difference. It speaks in 80 languages. Aviad doesn't speak in all those languages, real Aviad yet. It's always available. It's safe, secure, accurate, and authentic. I think this is something that's extremely important for you. And many people ask, like, how secure is it for me to talk to ChatGPT? I guess you know the answer. It's not secure at all. ChatGPT will use it to train their models, and then somebody else will be able to use it. That's why we had to create something totally different that keeps your privacy, keeps your security, works according to the most strict standards all around the world. And on the other hand, it allows for scale and flexibility and convenience, because currently people can approach Aviad Goz AI and have conversation with him anytime, any place, on any device. You can do it from your phone, from your computer. You can make a phone call and get some advice from Aviad. And the most important for many people is the memory. So the system creates unique Aviad Goz AI for you. So each one of you that starts working with this amazing application or Aviad Goz AI, eventually it will adopt, develop, and become your personal Aviad Goz AI. So Aviad, some people say that like Elon Musk said, the future of the world is creating many children. I think you do much more than that. You're creating hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of Aviad Gozes that are personalized to each and every person. So you have a lot of responsibility. And you know what they say, with great power comes great responsibility. So it's a great pleasure to allow me to be the one that replicates your wisdom and allows the whole world to access what you've built over so many years. So I'm really touched being here with you, moved, but also honored and inspired. So Aviad Goz.
Thank you, Mark. Wow. Okay. So I will use the word excited, which I rarely use, seriously. I think it's overused most of the time, especially in some cultures. But I'm really excited today because we're going to present something that I believe is a breakthrough, is unique. It's amongst the first in the world of its kind, and it's not something you come across every day, to touch something which is amongst the first in the world. So let me share with you, I'm going to present a presentation. Can you see this? Sarah? Okay.
Yes, we can.
So we're going to present today a unique combination of news navigation solutions that already worked for 20 years for hundreds, even thousands of companies around the world, including Mark 5 companies so far. And the combination of that and all the experience with a new AI coach. So let's go. So this is what Sarah told you about news navigation. And I would like to start with the fact that we live in a very, very complex age, extremely. And I think leadership today is very challenged. And organizations face volatility, shifting markets, disruptive technologies faster and more frequently than ever before. And I speak to a lot of CEOs and managers, and this is the real case. And how do you move fast? How do you respond fast? How do you get the whole organization behind you? So teams and organizations must continuously adapt to new technologies, to new strategies, to customer needs and unexpected global events, which are almost daily. And so what our clients tell us is that their organization sometimes doesn't feel aligned, that it is impossible to cascade fast changing strategies throughout the organization. The traditional training that I come from for the last 35 years, solutions fall short. That one size fits all training misses the real nuances of change. That coaching for a few key leaders is not enough when the entire organization is moving through uncharted waters. So first, for those of you who did not meet this before, I would like to present the News Compass. Originally, I created it after a long study of trying to understand how individuals, teams, and organizations get stuck on the way to fulfillment. And as a result of this study, and in a moment of epiphany, I created more than 20 years ago the News Compass. It is a unique framework that helps individuals and organizations transform and adapt to changing reality. And then we have 4 directions in which we work. So we help clarify the direction, strategy, and vision together. In the North, connect to their core motivations. In the East, plan and execute the critical goals in the West, and overcome their limitations in the South, and propel them to growth. So this is all working for self-navigation, team navigation, and organizational navigations. The key strengths are that it's proven of these solutions. We have proven results globally from very, very different cultures, ranging from, on this conversation, we have people from Singapore, Uruguay, Panama, India, Israel, UK, Germany, and regardless of the cultural differences, and there are a lot, we have shown again and again that we can get results with this, if you like, international universal tool. The way we work with it is deep, it's fast, and it's very result-oriented. It brings both personal development to those who use it and business development. And it adapts to every level of the organization. So we work with CEOs, leadership teams, boards of directors, all the way to team leaders, frontline managers, and it adapts, and the results are sustainable. This has been my life work, and we have 45 amazing partners around the world doing the same work in the last 2 decades. And we worked all the way to transform and grow organizations from small startups all the way to a lot of Fortune 100 companies. So after all this, and with Mark AI that Mark represents, I would like to introduce to you Aviad Goz AI Coach. It's a bit strange me talking about it, but I talk to it daily. It even congratulated me on my birthday, which was very funny. And I would like to introduce to you Aviad Goz AI, who is already in the market for 2 months in various locations, already with amazing results. And it was developed and trained during this last year very intensively. So what is it? It's a uniquely developed AI leadership coach. It's not GPT. It doesn't just answer you. It's not a data point. It is actually a fully trained coach. And it has sessions with you and helps your leadership journey, whether you are a small business or CEO of a multinational Fortune 100 company. It's based on the proven use methodology. This is where human wisdom meets AI capability to drive growth everywhere on scale. Yesterday, me and Sarah met a CEO of a global company of reforestation and improving ecology and carbon footprint. She wants to coach her 10 top managers globally. She doesn't have the budget yet. And we agreed that she will take the AI coach and we will launch it with her people and we will do checkpoints to see that they actually use it well. And because it was so much more cost effective, this is where we are going. So it drives growth everywhere on scale. It's always available, personalized, as Mark said. It studies you and becomes your kind of best companion. It's unbiased. It's safe on the highest standards, and it is GDPR and all the other top global security standards. And it respects your thinking. It doesn't just give you answers at all. It actually makes you think, and it supports reflection, depth, and practicality. So this is actually a very revolutionary solution. There are already few global coaches, but if you ask ChatGPT about Aviad Goz AI Coach, it will tell you that it's unique of its kind, which is amazing. It is a structured leadership coaching process, so it's not a one-time answer. It is evidence-based globally. And just imagine that tomorrow you have an important meeting, so you reach out to your phone, get the AI, and it works with you how to prepare for the meeting. Imagine that you meet a resistance from your team to some change, and you work with it, and it works out with you how to work with that resistance. Imagine that you have some issue with one of your peers, and it helps you to work it out. And it accompanies managers in real-life situations as a coach, mentor, and companion. And it speaks 80 languages. I used it with people in Greece, where it's all Greek to me, but it works in Greece. I use it in Bulgaria. I used it, of course, in the Hispanic world. It speaks Turkish, it speaks Persian, it speaks like amazing amount of languages in my voice. I even speak with my granddaughter in Czech. She lives in Prague. I could never speak Czech, and it speaks with her, and she understands it. I don't. And it coaches like the way I coach, very well trained for that, but with much deeper specific vertical knowledge. So we had people asking it about insurance in Costa Rica, and it goes down, works in my way of coaching, the N.E.W.S way of coaching, but then it goes and it gets into specific information about insurance in Costa Rica. And it works with someone in Panama to publish children books. And after working with this lady, the north, east, south of what she wants to do, then it went into offering her publication platforms and which schools she can read to children, and so on and so on. So beyond coaching in our methodology, it has this amazing, amazing specific knowledge, which with all humility, I will never have. So what will it help you to do? It will, and we will demonstrate in a moment. It will help you navigate, make decisions, and the required changes, and develop your capacity to deal with the real organizational world. We have found so far that it's highly useful in 3 cases. One is organizational navigation. When we navigate teams, and I'll give you an example in a moment. After that, we give each participant the AI to help them integrate it into their teams. As an example, I just worked this month with a large IT company in New York. We did a navigation journey. It usually takes 2 full days. Then each one got the AI coach and specific assignments to do with their teams. Amazingly, I met them yesterday, a month later. And this was very interesting because 4 of them used the AI during the month with their teams. 3 didn't because they were flying, they didn't have time. And it was so compelling to see the amount of progression the 4 managers that used the AI did in this month compared to the 3 that didn't. So it was like, if you like, a retrospective double-blind study. And it was so interesting to see that those who used it actually moved forward with their teams in a month, and those who didn't have time because of travels and business end of the year just were left behind, which is amazing. The second thing we found is that it is a great companion for small business owners. You know, in every economy, a lot of the economy is based on small businesses, and every owner of a small business, be it a shop or small startup, these people need to be best in HR, finance, strategy, marketing, sales, and no one is like that. No one is champion in all of that together. And so we found that I started with my friends. I offered them the AI, those who are small business owners, and the response was amazing because it could help them wherever they did not. So in an interesting way, it doesn't compete with human intelligence. It complements human intelligence, and it creates what we call PI, or parallel intelligences that work together. So it's amazing for small business owners, and it's also very good for large-scale coaching interventions. We work with some companies, let's say in India. One of our clients in India has 1.5 million employees. They have hundreds of thousands of managers. Who will ever coach hundreds of thousands of managers? When I was just now in Costa Rica, I asked the CEO of a mid-sized company, 1,500 people. She has 300 managers. Asked her, how will you coach 300 managers? And she said, we can't afford it. They will not be coached. And suddenly there is an option. And possibly human to human is always better. But if you have a large scale of numbers that people that need to be coached, wow, now it's possible. And it's amazing. So some testimonials, and then I would love to, with Mark and Marina, demonstrate a bit how it works. And then we'll speak about the amazing breakthrough that we are doing now. So people are amazed that it's so accurate and understands them completely. Here is someone from Israel. I know Aviad, and I worked with him. This AI is much better. CEO, medical equipment company, Israel. I resolved a long-term conflict with one of my VPs with the help of this AI, CEO Germany. It helped me replace an employee with other team peers who do the work much better, CEO Media Group, Costa Rica. It helped me publish my book in a record time, author in Panama. I managed to create my online business with this AI after years of trying, a Russian entrepreneur. And with each one, it's in their language. So before we have this amazing news for you, which are far beyond the AI, we would love to demonstrate it. So, are you all still there? Can you wave to show life signs? Okay. No, not virtually. Okay. Right. So Marina will help us. Hello, Marina.
Everybody.
Marina is our head of global IP and co-CEO of N.E.W.S India. And she actually holds the whole knowledge and experience of N.E.W.S. So can we ask one of you to present yourself and share with us an issue that you have, or a decision that you need to make, or some challenge that you're currently going through? I know it's a bit of a big group, it's a bit public, but anyone. About your team, about yourself, about your business, about your organization, anything. No more issues in the world. That's amazing. Anyone?
Aviad, may I?
Of course, Rolf.
Okay, I have currently a challenge. I'm
Okay,
working with
so the way we do it, I ask Marina to click in. My name is Rolf.
Okay.
That's how we start.
Aviad, maybe Marina can share the screen so we can see.
Yeah, Marina, can you share your screen, please?
Of course, and I will share the sound also.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so my name is Rolf, and
Yes.
I am, how will you define yourself?
I'm partner of To Leadership GmbH.
I am partner into leadership.
From Germany. Germany.
To Leadership is our partner in Germany and Central Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what's the issue?
The issue is that I have a client working with an educational institution, a university, a private university. I'm working with them on different levels, coaching, team navigations. So I'm pretty familiar with this company. And they nearly approached me and said, like, we have a strategic challenge. We would like to increase or double the number of our paying students within the next 3 years.
So just a second. I work with a client who is a university that wants to double the number of paying students in the next 3 years.
Exactly.
Correct?
Yep, exactly.
And what's the problem?
The problem is that they have different divisions.
Okay.
they now need to come together and work on a strategic approach. So they have the teachers, they have operations, they have market and branding and sales, and they need to come together and work.
Okay. The client has, Marina, different departments that needs to come together and create together a strategy that will facilitate this.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And Aviad, meanwhile, while Marina is typing, of course, in real world, people can just use their phone, talk to the phone, etc. But over Zoom, typing works much better.
Mm-hmm.
And the question will be, what do you suggest?
Yeah.
Thank you, Rolf. Okay, now let's get the answer.
All works better on our phone, but now to present it better, we use the web version.
Okay, and when the answer is ready, Marina, if you can put it on sound, and let's hear the sound. In the end, Rolf, it will probably ask you a question because it's just answering. And if you could answer its question, at least we'll get into one more step. So Marina, can you play it, please?
Welcome, Rolf. That's an ambitious and exciting challenge, helping a university double its paying students in 3 years, and doing so by uniting departments around a single, aligned strategy. This kind of target takes more than just business tactics. It requires deep alignment, true collaboration, and shared ownership of both vision and execution. Let's start on the north, clarifying a powerful shared direction. When a bold goal stands ahead, the first step is not simply to break it down, but to create a common purpose that every part of the organization can see themselves in. Rolf, my first question for you is, if you were to bring these diverse university departments together for a strategy session, what would be the single inspiring north, the vision statement, that could unite them all behind this growth? For example, is it becoming the most sought-after home for applied learning, or being the university that best prepares students for tomorrow's world, or something else altogether? When the North is strong and clear, it becomes much easier to align efforts across silos. What do you sense is the aspirational sentence that could fire up all the departments?
Rolf?
Well, I believe it's their North and vision statement might be to become
Marina?
the most relevant private university in the German market.
The most relevant for what?
For the most relevant private university for psychology and business education.
Okay, so here we start the conversation. So let's send this. But you see what's happening here. Here is a coach or facilitator consulting with the AI about the client. Usually what will happen is that you consult and work with it on your own business or your own team, okay, or your own organization.
Yeah.
Marina, can we hear it, please?
Of course.
That's a powerful vision, Rolf, to become the most relevant private university for psychology and business education in the German market. It's clear, ambitious, and gives every department a North Star. Now let's move to the East. For such a transformation, deep engagement and intrinsic motivation are needed across all departments. A vision gains momentum not simply by being declared, but by being emotionally claimed by each person involved. Rolf, let me ask, What would make achieving this goal meaningful for each department, not just for the university as a whole, but for the people in admissions, marketing, teaching, career services, etc.? If you invited them into a conversation about why this matters, what motivations or deeper values do you think each group brings to the table? Understanding this will help you ignite real commitment and not just surface-level compliance as you build the strategy together.
Now, Rolf, do you speak any other language except English?
German.
Marina, would you mind typing inside in German, please? Okay, let's go. Now, we are not going to understand, but you'll tell us if it's a good German or what is.
I will.
Natürlich, Rolf, das ist ein entscheidender Schritt auf dem Weg zur echten bereichsübergreifenden Strategie. Eine Vision entfaltet ihre Kraft nicht allein durch Ansage, sondern dadurch, dass sie von jedem Einzelnen emotional angenommen wird. Meine Frage an dich lautet also, was würde es für die einzelnen Abteilungen bedeuten, dieses Ziel zu erreichen, nicht nur als Universität insgesamt, sondern ganz konkret für diejenigen, die in der Zulassung, im Marketing, in der Lehre, im Career Service und so weiter arbeiten? Wenn du sie zu einem offenen Gespräch darüber einlädst, warum dieses Ziel wichtig ist, welche Motivation oder welche tieferen Werte, glaubst du, bringt jede dieser Gruppen mit? Das Verständnis für diese individuellen Quellen von Engagement ist der Schlüssel, um aus Pflichterfüllung echte Identifikation und übergreifende Zusammenarbeit zu schaffen.
How is the German?
Well, actually, it's quite good. I would say it's 95% correct.
Okay.
And it's a nice mixture of a very personal German tonation, a little bit relaxed German, I would say, and the business German. So there's a different tonation within the sentences, but the pronunciation is pretty good.
Any other language?
Nope.
Greek? Marina, for me, in Greek, please, and then we move on.
Yes.
Can you write in Greek, please?
It's only me who will understand, of course.
No, I understand a bit.
Yes, you understand.
And then people will ask you, Aviad, how long did it take you to learn all those languages?
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. It also writes in Greek, so you can see.
Very beautiful font.
Yeah. You know that one of the most ultimate things to achieve is to learn to read Greek, but the small letters. The capital are easy, but the small ones.
Βεβαίως, Ρόλφ. Ένα όραμα αποκτά δυναμική, όχι απλώς όταν ανακοινώνεται, αλλά όταν κάθε άνθρωπος το οικειοποιείται συναισθηματικά. Η ερώτησή μου για εσένα είναι, τι θα έκανε την επίτευξη αυτού του στόχου ουσιαστική για κάθε τμήμα ξεχωριστά, όχι μόνο για το πανεπιστήμιο συνολικά, αλλά για εκείνους που εργάζονται στις εισαγωγές, το μάρκετινγκ, τη διδασκαλία, τις υπηρεσίες επαγγελματικού προσανατολισμού και LTLP. Αν προσκαλούσες τα τμήματα σε έναν διάλογο για το γιατί μας αφορά πραγματικά αυτός ο στόχος, ποιες βαθύτερες αξίες και κίνητρα πιστεύεις ότι φέρνει το κάθε τμήμα στο τραπέζι?
Okay.
Okay.
Before we go on, may I highlight two things?
Please. And can you stop sharing, please?
Yes. First of all, it speaks the language of a university.
Okay.
It speaks the departments of the university immediately, which is the first great thing to my understanding. The second one is that I said to leadership transformation boutique. So Aviad Goz AI understood that Rolf will do the facilitation. So that is why, dear Rolf, it speaks to you in a more casual, friendly tone, because it is not, you will facilitate, it understood, you will facilitate, and it speaks to you friendly and to guide you what to possibly do. So these two things I want to highlight.
Mm-hmm.
We have a special request from the audience to hear it in Italian, please.
But we don't have much time. And I think Giovanni used this tool so much that he knows that it speaks amazing Italian. But in order to, be on time, so Giovanni, please excuse us. I will give you a private show in Italian if you want. So now we have news for you, because with this AI coach, we moved forward, and this is what we managed to do. So now we are able to combine news navigation solutions and Aviad Goz AI Coach. So we combine the two. Both of them use the same methodology, the same language, and this combination was created to cascade and align strategy and culture throughout every level of the organization, both of which are very challenging issues. Fast cascading and fast alignment with changing strategies, and thereby creating a shared language from leadership to teams to individuals. So imagine the wisdom, structure, and engagement of news solutions multiplied by the presence, speed, and accessibility of Aviad Goz AI Coach. After 2 months trials, this is where we are today, we have already 180 users. Leaders use it to navigate their teams already. Managers use it to help them solve problems. Talents shape their careers. This is already what's happening. Small business owners gain a trusted companion. Startups use it to accelerate their growth. And I would like to present to you what we do now with organizations and where is the breakthrough. So this company, IT company, went through news organizational navigation intensive face-to-face for the top leadership team for 2 days. This is where we create with them together the compass of their next phase. And because they create it together, they own it together. And then each participant got the Aviad Goz AI Coach with specific assignments in the real world. So they got things to do with it with their team, not just to play with it. I mean, they can play with it, but they got specific assignments. And here is the breakthrough. The navigation results of the company are uploaded on a specific AI coach version for that organization with all the data. Imagine. So they finished a navigation, they created the north, east, west, south, and we upload all of that and organizational knowledge and all the documents that they want and their website and everything into a specific version of the AI coach for them. And this is an amazing breakthrough, and it's a first of its kind, because what this allows later is in-context coaching for all managers. So everyone in that organization that gets the AI coach in their specific version is being coached specifically in the organizational context, which is the highway to cascading and aligning. I don't know any other way that could do it. And then they have it 24/7. They know how to work with their teams, with peers, with individuals in the organizational context. And this is the first of its kind. I think it's a breakthrough in our industry because it's a game changer. And then we set with them checkpoints with a facilitator to review and oversee the results of the AI-assisted work in the real world. And I think what we did here, we combined human and AI. We combined framework and wisdom together with scale and accessibility. And this is unique. If I'm a CEO and I can cascade a strategy throughout the organization with a coach to each manager and has within it the history of transformation or the navigation of the organization, and the whole coaching is in context, and there's a human oversight. It's not people playing with AI. They have specific tasks. They have checkpoints. They have to report back. There's a human overseeing the AI work and results, which I believe is so, so important and will be important in the coming future. And then we have champions and checkpoints, and the champions work with the AI, and they do much better work than ever our champions of strategic drivers used to do in the past. So really the key benefits are of this amazing combination: faster and deeper alignment across all levels, consistent coaching support anytime, anywhere, even for those hard to reach, enhances learning, retention, and engagement, scalable solution without the need to hire or train extra coaches. The navigation journey of the organization is stored and is part of the AI coach uniquely. Ready to see the powerful impact of true navigation and scalable AI coaching? So this is the exciting thing. We have human, we have deep navigation processes, which are proven, and then an AI coach that accompanies all participants with checkpoints, human oversight, and real assignments in the real world to do it. And yesterday I saw the first time people used it and those who didn't use it. And the difference was like someone who is sprinting and someone who is walking. That's the kind of analogy. Sarah, before we hand it over back to you, maybe we'll take one or two questions.
Questions, anyone?
I have one, Aviad. If you could put a coach, Aviad Goz AI Coach in the context of a specific organization, how actually are you getting what kind of input do you need to get into that it's getting this kind of wide level specific organizational background?
Yeah. Excellent, Ron. So what we already did is we take the results of the navigation. You know, we have this PowerPoint with all the results. We take also someone who scribes everything that was said during the navigation. We upload those. We create for them a special introductory video for that organization with their logo. And we ask the CEO what else they would like to put there. This CEO that we work with now asked to put their various strategy papers, various documents for the leadership team. So it's a result of the navigation and what else they would like to put there. And then just to add that each time we meet them as a group, not as individuals, like checkpoints, whatever is happening in the checkpoint is also loaded to the AI. So we get a continual journey.
Aviad, if I need to add to that, because Ralph, I think it's a very good question, and it also answers, I think, question that everybody here asking yourself, whether you want to use it or be a coach. Does it replace, does AI replace us or not? And I think the answer is it's together. It's a coexistence. It's cooperation. It's co-creation. And just to add to everything that Aviad said, which is true, and by the way, it's proven in practice. So everything we say now, it's not a theory. It's already working and making difference for companies. It's actually three things. One is what Aviad says, which is the scribing of the entire conversation. And by the way, in some countries, some people are okay with recording the entire session. It works. If not, some people more comfortable with scribing. So we let's call it the factual stuff. The second part is, of course, the context, the organization, the bios of the people in the organization. So suddenly the system knows exactly who is the CEO, what's the vision of the company, what's the mission of the company, what's the product of the company. And the third one, I think the most important one is, we might call it the memory or the interpretation by the organization, which is this famous news result that shows the directions and the work that has been done, and the system is especially trained to digest the work that's done by coaches trained by N.E.W.S methodology, and then the AI automatically combines all those three inputs, just like the normal human coach will do, and the result is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this is special. The regular Aviad Goz AI Coach is based on the news input and the news information and experience and everything in there. But if you are train a specific system on the learning and the input and the background of an organization, and it will keep the whole information inside the organization. It's data safe and it's a learning journey. And I believe that is a long-term experience for a company while they buy that for each of the people inside of the organization, because it's then a different way how an organization will engage and grow and be ready for any changes coming. It's the DNA of a company that actually goes in the context. And I believe that will change really a lot of things.
Rolf, will it help you? You're doing transformation processes for companies in Germany. Do you think if everyone involved in the transformation work will get this AI with the specifics of the organization, it will help your work?
Oh, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, it's what you said, like all the checkpoints, all the controls, all the additional information coming from the transformation guide as input for the organization, because those people are not trained on that, but they will learn from the content in the business, in the daily business. And I believe that is something that is very specific around artificial intelligence, that you combine the technology with the real context.
Yes.
I believe that will help a lot. It will help me in my business quite a lot, I think.
Yeah. And let's remember the idea of uh, them getting specific assignments and checkpoints to oversee the progression and results. I think this is where the human and AI combine, and that's best. Sarah, back to you. I know we have only 3 minutes.
Yes, so Rolf, thank you. You actually caught the essence of this breakthrough to the ladder. You actually said everything that we wanted to say. I wish, oh, it's recorded. So we have proof that you are the one who said it and not us. So thank you for that. And as we close this special event, I would like to share with you a little secret. So although we are just now unveiling this powerful combination to the world, we already have so many users in more than a dozen countries who are working with those tools. Their feedback has been truly amazing and sometimes even surprise us by their enthusiasm. So it's really great. And we would be really delighted to stay in touch with you all and to support you in your journey. So if you would like to explore these tools for yourself, simply send us an email and we will be happy to provide you with a link and a code for a free 1-month trial. And we are confident you will enjoy this experience and discover a real value to yourself and for yourself. And if you represent an organization here with us, so please speak to us or with your local news partner to learn more about how the news navigation and AI together can work and transform your people and your results. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining us today. It's been a great event and it's been great to see you all. And we look forward to continue the journey together and be in touch with all of you. So thank you, everyone. And a special thanks to Mark and Aviad and to Michal and all the News HQ team, Marina, for this amazing participation and putting it all together. So thank you all. And it's a great pleasure to see you. And we'll hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you all, and use it in the coming month. And if you want more guidance how to use it, be in touch with us. Remember, it's not ChatGPT, it's a trained coach with a system, with a language, with depth, with humanity. So thank you all, and we will meet in the future, either in person or in AI.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you.
Mirza, I saw you, my
Thank
dear
you.
Mirza.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Marina.
you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Wow.
Hi, Ali.
Thank you and bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Aviad. See you in